RePack is like an application of the bottle return system, but for e-commerce deliveries. So we started as a sustainable design agency back in 2010 and 2011, and worked with Finnish Post Office and kind of saw the rise of e-commerce in the warehouses and the single-use packaging that goes with buying something online. And having grown up with the bottle return system, we felt that that system is convenient, it's rewarding, and it's environmentally friendly, reusing bottles and cans, and wanted to apply that into e-commerce. So I have a sustainability background, like a LCA background, and we wanted to combine industrial design into sustainability analysis so that we can actually design better products and prove that things are more environmentally friendly with new solutions. And that's how we kind of invented the whole idea of applying the return system into e-commerce deliveries. And now reusable packaging from us is used by over 200 online retailers in Europe and North America. And that's kind of the background. We wanted to prove that more sustainable solutions can be designed, done, and kind of also done in scale. So one of the first things we did when we came up with the idea was to model the carbon footprint and kind of the life cycle analysis on a high level. Does reuse make sense in online or in e-commerce? And we quite quickly found out that you can reduce emissions with reuse by around 80%. Depends a bit what you compare it to and where it's used. But it was clear that reuse is not just a small improvement, it's a significant improvement into the existing system. And us being kind of a value-driven company and knowing how difficult changing something is on a systemic level, it would have been just crazy to invest all this time if it wasn't more sustainable. It's hard enough to introduce new products, and if it doesn't change anything for the better, then what's the point? So being more sustainable than single use is in the core of the company. RePack is the only product we have. It's all centered around reuse and circularity. So everything stems from kind of from the product being more sustainable than the single-use alternatives. And now that we are working with bigger companies, with global multinationals, and the requirements from them and how we measure things and report things are increasing. So kind of adding that more formal sustainability report helps us to be more credible partner to the companies that we work with. With a product like RePack, you have quite a lot of data points, being the material it's made of, where it's returned from, how many times it's been used, what is the distance it's traveling, what is it compared to, what is the impact of single RePack, and then what is the impact on a systemic level. So there are a lot of data points that we didn't really have a holistic view, which kind of the reporting process helped us to put all these numbers into one place and kind of create a more coherent story of our sustainability credentials, and then to use that to build of course the sustainability report, but also other shorter stories about benefits of reuse and RePack's potential in different communication channels like social media, newsletters, and so on. And in the bag itself as well, every user that gets a RePack delivery, they also need convincing story on like what is the impact of reuse? What does it matter that I return this? Does it matter? What is the impact? Yeah, the demand from kind of transparent data and structured reporting is increasing. It's been talked about for years and years and years that is increasing, but at least when I was working in sustainability consultancy, most of the reports were written by sustainability experts and read by experts and nobody else. Whereas now more and more like purchasing departments, marketing departments are looking for that data on how to prove that the decisions they are making are based on science and structured reporting and systematic like way of doing things, but also how to tell that story in an engaging and easy way. And reports kind of give everyone that structure, the numbers are there and can be easily used in different communication channels. The GRI really matters when you're working with multinationals, where their procurement and sustainability teams rank you as a supplier and compare you with others. So having that is part of not just saying that we are sustainable and having that in different data points, but kind of having the stamp of approval that yeah, things are done in a standardized way. So while the company grows and the customers become bigger and more demanding, then it is really, really important to have that. Yeah, outsourcing the reporting and data gathering is absolutely essential. I don't think we would have managed even to do the report without Askel's help, because there are just so many things to do when you are trying to build up a company, and yeah, I think without external help it would have been one of those projects to do on that to-do list for years. When creating a brand like RePack, we have quite distinct tone of voice and how we want to represent things. And that's why also that's probably why we won so many design and sustainability related awards. So following and building on that, sustainability report cannot look like it's not coming from RePack. It's important that it follows kind of the brand guidelines and looks like something that is easy to approach, flows nicely, is visually appealing and easy to read. It just needs to be easily approachable in order to have some kind of a wow factor for the reader as well, that's more thought has been put into this than just typing things in black and white on an A4 and PDF printout. So big corporations often ask for multiple data points, whether that's how things are manufactured, how they are transported, what is the material used, recyclability, what is the LCA, and different kind of studies. and then responding to these requests with one complete report that follows the GRI usually helps a lot, both us in saving time to deliver that information, but also for them that it's in a structured format that they are used to. So as with, just like when we started as a RePack, as a young company, you won't be successful unless you listen to your customers and their needs. It's not about what kind of you want to do. It's responding to customer demand. So I thought, like, Askel had a great way of understanding what we need, but also we felt that kind of, we also understood that we are a small company with limited resources. So everything that the data collection, anything related to data collection and so was well prepared in advance. So it was easy to know what kind of data is needed. The communication was professional, but still like in a nice manner. And I think most of all for a company like us, it was patient. You were patient in that, but okay, it may take some more time getting the required data than it would if you were working with a larger corporation with dedicated sustainability team or professionals in-house. So I felt like we got a report that makes us look bigger than we are, which is great.